in which non-spontaneous chemical reactions are made spontaneous with the help of electrical energy. Means the reactions which are not taking place of its own accord, they are made spontaneous. They are made to happen with the help of external electrical force or with the help by supplying external electricity. Now, in electrochemical cell, what is done? Chemical energy is converted to electrical energy. Chemical energy converted to electrical energy means the spontaneous chemical reactions are made to use or to generate electrical energy. Means the cell where electrical energy is generated from spontaneous redox reaction is known as electrolytic cell. Now we will see the part of electrolytic cell, the cell where electricity is generated from spontaneous redox reactions. Now, what is meant by redox reaction? Redox reaction, the reaction where oxidation as well as reduction, these two reactions takes place simultaneously. They are known as redox reactions. The reaction where oxidation as well as reduction takes place simultaneously, they are known as redox reactions. Now, the oxidation, what is meant by oxidation? It is the loss of electron. Loss of electron is the oxidation. Loss of electron means here Zn converted to Zn2 plus 2 electron. This process where electron is lost, that is known as oxidation. Now, what is reduction? Reduction means gain of electron. Suppose Cu2 plus 2 electron gives Cu. Gain of electron is the reduction and loss of electron is the oxidation. Now, this oxidation or reduction, these reactions do not take place individually. They take place simultaneously. These two reactions takes place combinedly. That combined reaction is known as redox reaction. Redox reaction means reduction as well as oxidation takes place. There is a loss of electron called oxidation, but when loss of electron took place? When any other substance is ready to accept that electron. When there is a loss of electron, when and when only there is a acceptance of electron. This copper 2 plus ion accepts 2 electron, forms copper. Now, if we combine these two reactions, oxidation reaction and reduction reaction, it is also called as oxidation half cell, reduction half cell. These two reactions are combined together. Zn plus Cu2 plus gives Zn2 plus Cu. This reaction, this combined reaction is the redox reaction. Okay, these two reactions, this is the combined reaction known as redox reaction. Now, such redox reactions are used for generation of electricity. For generation of electricity, we are using redox reaction. But which redox reactions? Spontaneous redox reactions. These reactions are spontaneous, means they are taking place of its own accord. They are happening of its own accord. That's why they are spontaneous redox reactions. And these spontaneous redox reactions are used for generation of electricity in cell, which is called as electrochemical cell or voltaic cell or galvanic cell. What is electrochemical cell? The cell in which electricity is generated from spontaneous redox reactions. Reaction, redox reaction means reduction as well as oxidation. And what is oxidation? Loss of electron is the oxidation. And what is reduction? Gain of electron is the reduction. Electron gain is the reduction. Electron loss is the oxidation. Okay, now if we consider cell, there are again two half cells. One half cell is the oxidation half cell, one half cell is the reduction half cell. And before going towards this electrochemical cell, actual electrochemical cell, we must know some basic concepts in electrochemistry. Some basic concepts in electrochemistry. Now, what are these basic concepts? Suppose basic concepts in electrochemistry. What is meant by anode and what is meant by cathode? There is always lot of confusion on this anode and cathode. Someone says anode means positive, cathode means negative, or anode means negative, cathode means positive. This is not as like this. It is not confusing anywhere. Anode or cathode, they are not defined on the basis of its charge. Anode or cathode, they are defined on the basis of reaction taking place at this electrode. Whether the reaction is oxidation or reduction. On the basis of these two factors only, these anodes and cathodes are defined. They are, mind well, these anode or cathode is not on the basis of charge. They are on the basis of reaction taking place on it. Anode, the electrode where oxidation reaction takes place. What is meant by anode? Anode is the electrode where oxidation reaction takes place. It is not defined on the basis of positive, negative. It is a just electrode where oxidation takes place. Whatever may be the cell reaction, and from that cell reaction we can identify which is anode and which is cathode. Anode, how will you define anode? It is a just electrode where oxidation takes place. And what is cathode? What is cathode? Ultimately, the electrode where reduction reaction takes place. It is simply it is known as anodic oxidation, cathodic reduction. Anode where oxidation takes place, cathode where reduction takes place. On the basis of processes taking place, we have to define the electrode, not as a positive or negative. Suppose if we consider our electrochemical cell, what is meant by electrochemical cell? Electricity is generated from spontaneous redox reaction. Simple example of Daniell cell. Suppose Zn plus Cu2 plus gives Zn2 plus Cu. Now what is happening here? Zinc is converted. We are taking a complete redox reaction. Now separate this redox reaction in the form of oxidation and in the form of reduction. Now if we consider zinc, write zinc in one reaction. Here Zn on this side there is a Zn2 plus. Okay, here Zn is converted to Zn2 plus, where you have to add electron. You have to balance the charge. Here total charge is 0 and here total charge is 2 plus. You have to add 2 minus. Okay, Zn2 plus Zn gives Zn2 plus 2 electron. 2 plus 2 minus 0. The process is the loss of electron. Now write the another process. Cu2 plus gives Cu, where you have to add electron on left side. 2 plus, total charge is 2 plus, here total charge is 0. Cu2 plus 2 electron gives Cu. Here gain of electron and here loss of electron. Any reaction can be separated. Redox reaction can be separated into oxidation half cell as well as reduction half cell. Okay. Now, if we consider electrochemical cell, it consists of two half cells, oxidation half cell and another is the reduction half cell. And these two half cells are combined together. In one container, we are taking Zn2 plus in one half cell, we are taking Zn2 plus ion solution and zinc rod is dipped. What is called this rod? We know one electrode is an anode, another electrode is a cathode. That rod or any wire dipped in the solution for making electrical contact, that rod or wire is the electrode. Now here zinc rod is dipped in ZnSO4 solution and copper rod is dipped in copper sulfate solution. It is the simple Daniell cell. This is the copper rod. This is the zinc rod. One more is there, salt bridge for making electrical contact. Now what happens actual reaction? Here zinc rod dipped in the zinc sulfate solution goes in the solution. Zinc, we are dipping that zinc solid in zinc sulfate solution. Here zinc rod means zinc metal atoms are present and these atoms goes in the solution as Zn2 plus. Goes in the solution as Zn2 plus, leaving behind electron. Electrons are on the same electrode. Means what is the charge of this electrode? It is negatively charged. Okay. Why it is negatively charged? Zinc goes in the solution as Zn2 plus ion, leaving behind electron. Electrons are on the same electrode. It is negatively charged. Okay. Why it is negatively charged? Due to presence of these electrons. Now these electrons are passing through the external circuit. Now here what happens? At copper electrode, Cu2 plus ions from solution. Cu2 plus ions. Here we are taking copper sulfate solution. Cu2 plus ions from solution withdraw electron, takes electron from this electrode. We are withdrawing electron from the electrode. Negative charge is withdrawn. It will becomes positively charged. That's why this electrode is positively charged and this electrode is negatively charged. It is not anode or cathode. Now here oxidation reaction takes place, that's why it is a anode. Here reduction reaction takes place, that's why it is a cathode. Mind well, anodic oxidation and cathodic reduction. Okay, one more thing in this electrochemical cells. This is the simple example of Daniell cell. Now, in one half cell, this oxidation takes place, in another half cell, reduction takes place, and this spontaneous redox reaction is used for generation of electricity. It is called as a electrochemical cell. Electrochemical cell or voltaic cell, or it is also known as galvanic cell. Means we are generating electricity in electrochemical cell. Okay. Okay. Now What happens at anode and what happens at cathode? Anode is the oxidation, cathode is a reduction. Now, during writing the cell, total cell, representation of the cell, it is done on the basis of reaction taking place. It is on the basis of reaction taking place. Now, a cell, complete cell, is represented with the help of, it is represented with the help of some rules. The electrode, what are the rules? First rule, the electrode where oxidation takes place is returned to the left side. The electrode where oxidation takes place means here oxidation takes place. The electrode where oxidation takes place is returned to the left side, and the electrode where reduction takes place is returned to the right side. Left side, oxidation reaction. Left side, right side, reduction reaction. Oxidation left, reduction right. Okay. Now, and there is a double vertical line. I will explain later on. Now, just we have seen that NEL cell, oxidation where takes place? Oxidation at zinc electrode. Here Zn, just minute, here Zn, zinc rod is dipped in Zn2 plus solution, means zinc rod, solid zinc is in contact with direct contact with Zn2 plus ions. You can write Zn2 plus aqueous, or you can write simply ZnSO4 solution aqueous. Okay, zinc rod is in direct contact with Zn2 plus ions, and in reduction reaction what happens? Copper rod is in direct contact with copper 2 plus ion solution. Okay, this is the simple first rule. What is first rule? The reaction where oxidation takes place is written left. The reaction where reduction takes place written to right. Oxidation, reduction. Loss of electron, gain of electron. Okay. Now, second rule is there is a single vertical line between electrode and solution. This is the second rule. Single vertical line between Zn and Zn2 plus. When suppose what is the electrochemical cell? Any rod, electrode dipped in solution, means here electrode is in direct contact with solution. It is called as electrolyte solution. This direct contact is represented as a single vertical line. Single vertical line indicates direct contact between electrode and electrolyte solution. This is single vertical line. And double vertical line, here another electrode dipped in solution, they are connected through external circuit, okay, but this half cell is not connected with another half cell. Circuit is not completed. For that purpose, we are using, what is this? Salt bridge for making contact or for completion of the circuit. Now, between these two solutions, there is a contact. Which type of contact is there? It is not directly mixed. It is indirect contact between two solutions. That's why there is a double vertical line between two electrolyte solutions. Now, what is actual cell? Here oxidation, here reduction. Double vertical line indicates indirect contact between two electrolytic solutions. Double vertical line. And single vertical line indicates direct contact between electrode and electrolyte solution. Zn in direct contact with Zn2 plus. Here Cu2 plus is in direct contact with copper. Here oxidation takes place, here reduction takes place. Now you will ask the question, why it is written negative? Why it is written negative? Zinc is going in the solution as Zn2 plus, leaving behind electron. That's why it is negatively charged, and this electrode is positively charged. These are the two first rules. First rule, oxidation left side, reduction right side. Second rule, single vertical line between electrode and electrolyte solution. Single vertical line between electrode and electrolyte solution indicates direct contact. And next rule, double vertical line. Double vertical line between, आता what between कुणामध्ये येते? Double vertical line between two electrolyte solutions. Zn solution, Zn2 plus ion solution and Cu2 plus ion solution. Double vertical line. This indicates indirect contact. Maybe with the help of salt bridge, maybe with the help of porous partition, maybe by using a porous pot, we are making indirect contact between these two solutions. These two solutions are not coming in direct contact, just ions are transferred. And for the transfer of ions, we are using salt bridge, porous partition, or porous pot. Okay, these are different issues. Now, next rules are very simple rules. You have to mention the concentration of electrolyte solutions. Whatever be the concentration you are taking for that cell, preparation of cell, you have to mention the actual concentration. Means whatever be the concentration, C1, C2, it should be mentioned during a representation of the cell. For making solution, what is the solvent used? It is again used as like aqueous. Generally aqueous it is used. Water is used as a solvent, but you have to mention it in the representation of cell. Solvent should be mentioned. As well as if we are using gas electrodes, it is not necessary to have always a solid zinc or solid copper or solid graphite electrodes. We can use gas as an electrode also. If we are using hydrogen electrode, H2 in presence of H plus, H2 in presence of H plus. Here again you have to write it is in gaseous state. That's why physical state of electrode should be mentioned as a solid, liquid, whatever may be. Here we are using zinc, copper as a solid. If we are using hydrogen gas electrode, then we are using gaseous hydrogen. That's why we have to mention the physical state of each and every electrodes. Okay. Next rule, if we are using gaseous electrodes, if we are using gaseous electrode, then you have to mention the pressure of that gas. If we are using solid electrode, then what happens? It is not necessary to mention its concentration. Its activity is taken as unity. If substance is present in solid state, in its standard state, then we can take its activity as a unity. But if we are using hydrogen electrode, chlorine gas electrode, oxygen gas electrode, then you have to mention pressure. You have to mention the pressure of gas, whatever may be P1, P2, you have to mention. And Last but not least, you have to mention the potential of the electrode, EMF of the electrode, E, at what temperature. Temperature again should be mentioned as a subscript because EMF depends on temperature also. That's why E should be mentioned as like 1.1 volt. These are the rules for representation of electrochemical cell. I will revise it. The electrode where oxidation takes place, return to the left, reduction to the right, single vertical line, direct contact, double vertical line, indirect contact. Solvent should be mentioned, concentration of that solution, electrolytic solution should be mentioned, physical state of each and every electrode should be mentioned. If we are using gas electrode, then its pressure should be mentioned, and EMF of the cell with temperature as a subscript should be mentioned as 1.1 volt. One more thing is mentioned. This double vertical line. What is this double vertical line? Indirect contact between two electrolyte solutions. Now, this indirect contact is made with the help of salt bridge. What is salt bridge? Yes, you know salt bridge? Yes, salt bridge is just a U-shaped tube where agar agar powder is added in water. It is boiled, and when it becomes cool, it will form a gel. That solution, that gel is filled in this U-shaped tube. Along with, we are saying it is as a salt bridge, means we have to add some certain salt in it. Now, which salts are used? Not NaCl, not NH4Cl. We have to use certain salts only. Yes, one of them is a KCl, potassium chloride. Another is the NH4NO3, ammonium nitrate. Certain salts are only used. We can't use NaCl salt bridge. We can't use NH4Cl salt bridge even. Now, what is criteria to use that salt in salt bridge? KCl gives two ions, K plus and Cl minus ions. Now, we are using those salts in salt bridge whose ions have same transport number, almost same transport number. If we consider KCl, K plus and Cl minus ions have almost same transport number. You know what is transport number. Both these K plus and Cl minus ions have almost same transport number. That's why we can use KCl salt bridge. Generally, in all cases, KCl salt bridge is used, but KCl salt bridge cannot be used when this Cl minus ion interferes. Now, where the Cl minus ion interferes? If there is a which solution? Ag plus. If there is a AgNO3 solution and we are using KCl salt bridge, ultimately there is a precipitation of AgCl. In that case, we have to use this NH4NO3, ammonium nitrate salt bridge is used when Cl minus ion interferes with each other. Okay, now today what we have seen, what is the anode, what is cathode, what is redox reaction, complete redox reaction, and this redox reaction is used to generate electricity. That cell is called as a electrolytic cell. And how this electrolytic cell is represented, we have seen there are some rules for representation of cell. Remaining part we will see in next lecture. Okay, thank you and good day.